everyone. Today's our topic is indicator in the unit number 4, indicator, recorders and annunciator. So first of all, what is the definition of indicator? So a pointing or a directing mechanism as a pointer on the dial of the instrument to show the pressure, temperature, speed, volume, flow, etc. or a movable icon in the graphical user interface of a computer or other devices. Okay, so in the indicator, we will study about the what is the indication, what is the pointer, what is the gauge, scope, oscilloscope and oscillography. Okay, and oscillogram. So, in instrumentation, indication usually involves a measurement of a quantity to which a numerical value is attached. Okay, now a movable pointer indicates the magnitude on this scale, that is indicates. Now the term gauge is used for an instrument that only indicates, and the next one is the scope. The scope refers to an instrument used for the viewing only, and the next one is the oscilloscope. Oscilloscope is an indicator and oscillograph is a recorder, and the last one is the oscillogram is the recording itself. Okay. So first of all, electrical movement of the indicator. So this is the diagram of the electrical movement. Here you can see that we can collect a indicator with the fixed end and the process connection. A bellows seal is connected and multiple capsule elements is connected with the fixed end. Now what is the function of the electrical movement? Now in the electrical movement, probably the most of the instrumentation, the fundamental of the electrical movement is that of the dynamometer. Now in the dynamometer we have generally two coils. One coil is for the moving purpose and other coil is the fixed. Now when the current is applied to the coil or the current flow through the coil, the resulting coil movement drives a pointer. So this indicator can detect DC or EC current, voltage and power. So the movement is the most sensitive of the all movement. So it can be detect DC or if a detective provide a AC voltage also. So it required only the microvolt for the operation. So the electrical movement response is generally linear and the error can be as low as 0.1%. Now in the polarization ion movement, if it is used for the polarization, so one coil is the fixed and magnet is moving. Okay, so this is the electrical movement of this system. Now next one is the indication measurement. Okay, now in the indication measurement is the gradual scale required a retentive motion of the two elements. One of the two elements is fixed and the most of the indicator the scale is stationary and the indicator pointer is moved. So the indicating element may be a liquid field or a float or a pointer or the beam light. Okay, so this is the indication of the measurement. So this is the diagram of the indication of measurement. Here you can see that we can use a straight uneven scale. We can also use a curved uniform scale and straight uniform scale. So this is the diagram for the straight and the curved indicator scale. Now this is the diagram of the segmental scale indicator. We can also use this type of indicator for the controller with the segmental scale. Now this is the U-tube manometer. This is also used for the indication person. Different pressure indicate using the U-tube manometer. In this diagram you can see that in the one side, this is the low pressure side, and the other side is the high pressure side. So whatever pressure is generated to the instrument, we can measure using the U-tube manometer, and this is used for the indication purpose. Now next one is the scale used in the circular record. This is the another types of the indication. We can use the segmental scale on the circular record. We can also use the indication with the circulation record, and we can use a fixed scale indicator. Okay, whenever the data or the output of fixed scale, that time we can use the various type of the fixed scale indicator. Here you can see that the first diagram is the tap the tab. It is generally used for the rotameter. The next one is the tap the plug. Whenever we use a plug in the mechanism, we can use this type of indicator. The third one is the piston in the perform cylinder. Whenever we deal with the piston and the cylinder, we can use this type of indicator. And the last one is the disc or the flapper nozzle type indicator. Okay. Now next one is the multiple scale indicator. Fixed scale indicator, a liquid column moving in the transparent usually cylinder tube with a stationary scale on the tube form a simplest fixed scale indicator. Example in the fixed scale indicator is liquid in the glass and the thermometer. That time we can use a fixed scale indicator. Generally we can use a pointer in this, and the color of the fixed scale indicator is contrasts with the background, and it is generally use a transparent plastic material. Okay, now whenever the requirement is more than one indication is required for the one process or the one field, that time we can use a multiple indicator. Here you can see that they can provide a mirror in the downside of the pointer, and the scale data is different in the same indicator. So in the one indicator we can calculate the multiple readings. Okay. Now the next one is the fixed scale indicator. Whenever we know the output is the fixed, okay, that time we can use a circular gauge dial indicator that indicate the reading of this output. Now this is the movable scale indicator. Whenever the data is movable or whenever the data is circulating, that time we can use a movable scale indicator. In the movable scale indicator, we can connect a meter like movable, and we can connect a set point. Okay, we can set the set point, and then we have decide which data is proper for this particular system. And other indicators are parametric indication, digital indicators, and acoustic indicator. Now the first one is the parametric indication. So a parametric indication tells only that the state exists. That means whenever the fluid is flowing to a flowing or a stating, example a flow meter. Now whenever we use a flow meter, that time we can use a flow sensor. Okay. Now in the electrical system, we generally use the electrical potential to reach a certain point. In the gauge counter, we can use a radiation or a clicking or blinking device. So this type of indicator is known as the parametric indicator. Now digital indicator are generally a stable indicator. Nowadays we can use a digital indicators. A speedometer is an analog indicator of an instrumentation that indicates the rate of speed whenever the mileage is travel. Now flow meter is generally used as an analog indicator, but whenever we convert into digital, then we can get the proper and perfect output. Other example of the digital indicator is digital clock, thermometer, digital meter, positive displacement, voltmeter. Okay, now in the thermometer we can indicate the pressure, load, strain, torque, pH, etc. We can also use a alarm switch as a digital indicator. And the last one is the acoustic indicator. It is generally used for some dangerous or undesirable condition, and it provides the additional visual effect, and it is form of the ringing, beeping or the buzzing. So whenever the dangerous or the critical condition is there, that time we can connect the acoustic indicator in this system. So this is the different types of indicator used in the instrumentation. So this is the other types of indicator. Now in the next session we will study about the different types of recorder and annunciator in the instrumentation panel. Now in the recorder we will study about the two types of recorder, analog recorders and the digital recorders, and in the annunciator we will study about the different alarm annunciator system used in the different control panel. Thank you everyone. If anyone have doubt, then contact me in this